Hey gorgeous, how's it going? My name's Victoria Tippett. I'm an international psychic medium and transformational coach. What does that mean? That means I have a connection to spirit, to source, to divine, whatever you want to call it. I call it spirit, where we leave the earth plane and we go into the spiritual realm. Now, we're here today to give you a reading of what you need to hear this week. Now, there's a lot of energy coming up this week, and there's been a lot of energy that has been coming up over the last week. So last week was very reflective energy. It was very much as looking at what was coming up and what we need to reflect on to learn to move forward. But what we've got coming up is something really incredible. But before we go into that, make sure you join me over on my Facebook group, The Limitless Spiritual Woman. And if you want to book yourself in so we can have a 60-minute transformational session together where we deep dive into what's going on for you and what's stopping you moving forward using the connection to spirit to tell you all of those things, then you want to book yourself a one-to-one with me, and the links are all below. So for this week, we have got an eclipse coming up. Now, this is going to be something very huge. The energy has been very, very, very heavy over the last few days. Now, Spirit is much more close to all of us right now because his energy just feels like a vortex, and it feels like we're being all kind of congealed in and being pulled in together. Now, as we're being pulled in together, as we're being connected together, it does feel that things are moving very slowly. So it feels almost like we're moving in treacle. Now, what this means is that we are shedding the things that no longer serve us, and we're going to be popping out the other side of this beautiful energetics in this much more streamlined, sleek way. Now, as we are doing that, what are we learning from this? Now, right now, it feels like everything is very robotic and we're moving very slowly, and things are kind of shifting and changing in a way that maybe we're not used to, maybe feels a little bit uncomfortable, maybe feels a bit like we are not really growing to where we want to be. Maybe it feels a little bit like you're stagnant, okay? Now, this stagnation is just the growth that's happening. We sometimes have to retreat back into our cave so that we can have this moment that we can shed off the things that no longer serve us. We don't have to be out in the battle all the time. We can just retreat and be allowing ourselves to live in that moment, living that space so that we can heal, that we can recuperate, so that we can integrate what has happened. And that's what you need to be doing right now, integrating the things that you want to keep. There's so much growth that you've had, but right now it's like, I don't know what I keep, what is new, what is old, what do I do with it, where does this go, what does this mean? And so this is very much like we need to allow ourselves to really integrate these things. How do we move forward? What does that look like? So this week is very much nurturing yourself, allowing the energy to shift, being very surrendering. So just being very laid back with it all, surrender to the process, allow yourself to surrender to what is coming up for you, and allow yourself to acknowledge it but not really worry about it. We so often go into worry, we so often go into a place where we need to know the answers, we need to know what's happening, we need to know what this means. And this is very much a moment of not doing anything, lying back, relaxing, doing lots of self-care, doing lots of self-love, doing lots of all these beautiful things that mean that when we come out of the cave, when the wind and the storm has disappeared and the energy is lighter, we are going to feel so much lighter because we will have shed all the things that no longer serve us. And this is the key part for us. So we don't need to be fighting against it. We don't need to be wondering what's going to happen, where this is going to go, what does this mean, what does this bring up for me? It's about understanding right now is this vortex of time where we just need to heal, relax, lean back into what is coming up for you, what is going on for you, so that we can start doing the rest of this year, because it's going to be fantastic for you. So take that gorgeous reading of those beautiful energies with so much love. As I said, if you want to subscribe to this gorgeous channel, feel free. If you want to join the Facebook group, feel free. But if you also want to book yourself in a one-to-one 60 minutes, you and I on a Zoom call, bringing in all things spirit, bringing in your past loved ones, your spirit guides, all of those amazing things so that we can help you move forward into the next version of you, then book yourself a reading. As I said, the link is all below. Take care, have the most amazing week, relax, chill, everything is working out for you exactly how it's meant to. Lots of love.